I'm as excited as I have been since I started Sofer.Ai. And the reason for that is because what I'm about to show you is the vision I had when I started it all. It's the reason that I think that sheer transcription could be really, really valuable and really game changing. And it's just super cool, exciting, and really fulfilling to see this vision that I had come to fruition. So let's just jump in. I'll show it to you. So I call it Mashiv. And Mashiv is your personal AI Sholem Mashiv. And for those that don't know, a Sholem Mashiv is someone that's supposed to have such a breadth of Torah knowledge that you can ask them any question, they give you an answer, and also point you in the right direction and point you to the sources to help you investigate that answer further. And that's exactly what Mashiv on Sofer.Ai is supposed to do. What makes Mashiv different than other services like ChatGPT is that when you get an answer on ChatGPT, you have no idea where that answer is coming from. You don't know what knowledge went into the model. You don't know what knowledge is missing from the model. And you don't know if maybe it's just hallucinating. And there's no way to verify the answer that it gave you right there on the spot quickly. And that's obviously a problem with Torah. With Torah, there's no room for mistake. We need only truth, only MS, and we need to be able to verify whatever information we have. And that's exactly what Mashiv comes to solve. And the way we do this is by having what we call a knowledge base. And that's what you see right here. And the knowledge base is just essentially a collection of documents that the model, that Mashiv, could pull information from when answering your question. And what's super cool is that it's so easy with this feature on Sofer.Ai to just pick any transcript that you have and to add it, as I'm doing right now, to your knowledge base. And once you add it to your knowledge base, it is making the information, you see it was just added, just finished. And now all that information in that shiur is now accessible to Mashiv. So when you ask a question, it will look at that information and potentially give you the answer from that shiur. I think the best way to understand how this works is to do a demo. So let's do a little demo here. I'm looking through the transcripts to see what question we could ask to what's already uploaded. I have a lot on Tetzaveh. I uploaded a lot that week, so maybe we'll ask a question on Parshas Tetzaveh. But what can we ask? Okay, I remember there was a Malbim I really liked, but I don't remember what shiur I listened to that it was from, and I don't remember even exactly what he said. But I remember it was on Parshas Tetzaveh. So this would be a perfect question to ask Mashiv. And all you need is a basic query like Malbim on Tetzaveh. What did he say? And Mashiv is now going through all the documents that we have in our knowledge base, looking for the relevant ones and trying to answer it with information there. And if the information isn't there, it will say, I don't have the information to answer this question. And if it does give an answer, it's specifically programmed to provide as many quotes and citations as possible so you can easily verify the exact words that were said in the transcript and make sure that this is what was actually said. So let's take a look. I see Mashiv provided an answer. So it says, according to the documents, you see, the Malbim on Tetzaveh discusses the significance of the clothing of the Kohanim. It now provides a quote about the Malbim. And the quote goes, the Malbim points out in the Pasuk, it sounds like, if you read it, there's so many details here, it sounds like instructions for a seamstress, but that's not really what's going on. The Malbim says he was commanded on the inside clothing, the clothing of the soul. That's good midos, good character traits, ... Beautiful Malbim, and this is a direct quote from the transcript, and it's sourcing it from this shiur, dressed to impress the importance of clothing, Tetzaveh. So we could verify this by clicking this, opening it up, going to that shiur, and seeing it. And it's a shiur given by my good friend Zev Lowy. He gives great shiurim on Why Torah. And you can see right away, right here's the quote that I was pulling from. And the Malbim points out, the pasuk sounds like, if you read it, there's so many details here, sounds like instructions for seamstress, ... The same exact quote. Not only that, another way to verify that the answer is correct is that we provide down here the documents that Mashiv thought were relevant to the answer. And this is where it got its information from. So if you want, you could do something as simple as taking a piece of the quote, copying it, and searching for it on the page, and then you could find it in where in the source document it came up and make sure that quote is real, make sure it's correct, and verify. And this is very important for Torah, obviously. And I think it's really clear from this one example how this could be a really transformational technology. My vision is that for individual users, Sofer.Ai will be the repository of your Torah. It's going to be the place where anything that you relate to, that you find inspiring, that you want to save for later, you upload it to Sofer.Ai, whether that be a shiur, maybe even documents, not even shiurim, actual documents to Sofer.Ai. And then when you need that information again later, maybe you're preparing a shiur yourself, maybe you are developing a mahalach, maybe you have a question that you think, oh, I remember I heard this once. You could then go to Mashiv and ask to find that idea again. And if all of your Torah is kept in one place, think about how powerful that could be. Okay, enough hype. Let's do one more demo before we end this video. So we could let's do something a little bit more general. As I pointed out before, we have a law and tetzava. Let's do maybe give me 3 inspirational Torah ideas for Parshas Tetzaveh. And let's see what it does. This is a little bit of a different question. It's a little bit more general. It's hopefully going to go through many documents and provide answers from more than one document, kind of bring them together. Let's see if it could do it. So let's see here. Here are 3 inspirational ideas for Parshas Tetzaveh based on the provided documents. Positive brazenness. There's an element brazenness, source from this shiur, 3 minutes on Parshas Tetzaveh. Selfless leadership, the heart of Aaron. Again, a quote from this shiur. An inner and outer harmony, a quote from this shiur. Again, as you could see, we designed the answers to be mostly quotes and citations because, as we're going to say again and again, we want MS, we want it to be true. As we have in this disclaimer, obviously, there's room for mistake. Obviously, it could just leave out important context. You shouldn't rely on this like it's authoritative. But the idea is similar to a Shoel Mashiv, that it points you in the right direction. It helps you find the ideas that you want. It helps you find those transcripts that have the answers, and then you could go look into it yourself. I think it's a really cool technology. I think it could be used in really cool ways. We're hoping to release it next week. If you want early beta access to play around with it, to try to break it, to see what it's good at, what's not good at, I would really appreciate as many people playing around with it as possible. So please reach out to me and I would love to give you access. And yeah, I think it's really exciting.